All right, you birds. This is a mostly modest patch, as you can hear. That it's quite possible it doesn't require its own dedicated video. However, sometimes the lesser can inform and entertain us in place of the vast and mighty. It's dismal outdoors. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to go. That's it. Now here's the 2600, which is running via a sequencer, an external sequencer. Arpeggiator, sorry, which is latched, and it's doing so via the MIDI cable. The 2600 didn't really do MIDI very well when it first came along, but I went online and updated it, and now it responds to MIDI from just about anything. It responds fairly well, so that's progress. So there's some weirdities here, like this low frequency thing. I can actually I can move it up a pitch. Watch. Whoops, that's the wrong one. My bad. Pretty strange. Also, this is channel 1. My red LEDs burned out, so some of them. So I've replaced it with these white ones. I don't think they're quite the right kind, but it's working so far. This is the sample and hold thing. So you get kind of a freaky harmonic from that. I think there's another one here. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so there's 3 oscillators, and they're all playing the same pitch, the same note, if you like. And I've walked this circle around this Hydrasynth, because it's a lot. However, this thing, the arpeggiator, is not very much. You want a shorter note? Just hit that gate. Need some swing. Something called chance doesn't seem to do much. Ratchet, it's not really helping us in this case. I'm not sure. And you can do the usual things. You can make it march up and down, or do it randomly. This is kind of... That's your random. That's the order I played it in. And I just put my fingers down kind of, without a lot of purpose. We'll make it go up and down there. So that's it for the Hydra. That's all it's doing. It's not, it's capable of fantastic, vast, huge, wide, full-blown stereo scope, surround sound, anything. It does a lot. We don't need it. We're not listening to it. We're just using the arpeggiator. So there's no FX on any of this, unless you count the reverb tank that's in the 2600 lashed up to that. And then there's some panning here from the 4LFO. I've used this TipTop for the first time here, really, this kind of a mixer. And 2 of the inputs are, you can provide a signal, a CV to it, and it'll move the sound back and forth. So I've got one firing here and another one. Where's my thing? My dedicated pointer. So there's my other one. So that's this number 1 and number 4, if you like, that are input here and here. And you can kind of see this little light flashing on and off. And then we've got an output from the clock of the Hydra has a clock output, and I had to go in and divide it by 4 in order to make it time up. The tempo is 76, and now I've got this 2 HP DIV, which is that's the clock in, and then here that's 76 taps a minute, and it's sending the clock out to this TipTop thing. The MISO, is it a TipTop? Yeah, TipTop MISO. Okay, and it's kind of trying to go back and forth between these two inputs. Now the output from this is going into the board, which is down here. I think that's a little below the screen. And it's just going real slow. So the Boda, as always, does, I like it. It's really cool. I feel sorry for people that don't have one. Then the result of that is going into a separate channel, kind of a left and right deal on the mixer right here. And that's turned all the way up too. So there's that. And the idea here is that this pink lane is coming out of one of the MISOs and is diddling this ADSR. See, I can exaggerate that. I'm turning the ADSR. There it is with it off. And you can hear we're getting some panning there out of it. So anyway, I just, with all the... I mean, it's not a bad day here. It's a little glum. It's 68 degrees. So if we Fahrenheit. So if we multiply, if we subtract 32, divide by 9, and multiply by 5, I think it's 20 Celsius or thereabouts. Now I know most of the world would give its back teeth to have a day like this right now. And it's shady, it's overcast, there's little kind of some thin watery sun that is the hearkening of approaching winter months in my experience. So pretty soon the pieces of firewood will be frozen to the pile. You'll have to fight your way out of doors to push the door open, because it'll be piled with snow and all this business. But I know much of the world is, their basement is full of water, their car won't start because it's full of water, or else they're fleeing from a wall of forest fire that's engulfing their hometown, or they're being strafed by an invading army, or they've got some dread disease or other, ravishment, pestilence, squalor disease, all of it. It's more than any sober man can bear, really. But for me, if you've got the Bode frequency shifter, you're really in a pretty strong position to enjoy yourself on even a modestly inclement day like this. So that's the best I could do with this simple patch. And just to show, and I do not have this MISO down yet because to my understanding, that's the adjustment between the incoming clock out of this thing, which is sending CV, to the boat, and this other thing, which is sending CV to the ADSR on the 2600. Maybe some more reverb. There, that's not bad. That's not unsuccessful, you know. What happens if you push this one up higher? That's kind of cool. I like that. All right, well, hope everybody's doing reasonably well. It is Labor Day here in the USA. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to take the day off, and I encourage others to do the same. Well, I guess that's it for the moment. I'll say goodbye and wish everybody the best for the upcoming week.